I'm gonna do a video. Never mind, don't do that. I'm gonna go do it. So right now, the generator's on, but I think it may have tripped the breaker. So I'm gonna go and have a look. Too much power if it tried to turn the pump on. Doesn't seem to be charging. You can tell here, there's the green light. So it isn't, it's just not charging because it's not low enough. I'm gonna leave that running, make the rest of this video. I thought that it tripped, but it didn't. It's just not charging because it's at 99% charged. I'm doing a full charge. Normally I have it on safety mode, so it just goes from 85 or 90%, but you can see right there. So this is our display. The green boxes around things are the type of power you're getting. Okay, so you could plug, there's two plugs that can be plugged into here. That's the AC power. You can turn it on and off with that. See, it shows now no watts are going out. The problem we have right now is as soon as you turn it on, it uses 9 watts of power, which eventually drains the battery. If we had a solar panel, right now it's more than that because the camp's plugged in, there's probably a light on. So there you go, it would just sit there at 9%, and if you left that on and left, eventually it would be using up the rest of the camp. Or we'd come back and the power would be down. When you turn it off, it doesn't use any power. Okay, you can also turn the light off here for the display. Units, we need to use Celsius because sometimes it tells us the stuff. There's also a USB port. This is great for charging your phones and things like that, because you'll notice when it's on, it doesn't use any watts. So we kind of set this up as a dual station for charging phones. My mom uses them for her hearing aids, things like that, because it only uses the power that you need. So that works really well. So here's the plug that I plugged into it, and it's all this. This is basically the Yeti right now. I wrote that here. That's Yeti power. This whole power bar is Yeti power. Okay. What I did do is the generator wire comes up through the floor and went straight to the panel. I took the wall off, I cut the wire, and I noticed this old kill switch for the generator, and I ran the wire from the generator to here. This plug is the only thing the generator runs if it's running. That's it. So I always leave the Yeti plugged into it, because this is the Yeti's power system, its power supply. So it's showing it's plugged in. The generator is running right now. Okay. If I unplugged it, it would probably stop flashing. Oh yeah, see, input. It's showing it's recharging because it got to 98% probably. So there's the input from the generator coming in. Now it's charging the battery back up. I want to leave it full when I leave for you guys if you come. So it's always just going to stay plugged in here. You never really need to unplug that. Here's the trick. All I did was, this is the camp. This goes up into the thing and plugs into the panel. And it's sort of like, how would you like to power the camp? You can go old school. There. Camp's being plugged into the generator right now. Everything works as it normally did. It does struggle to use the pump sometimes. Sometimes it's fine. But every once in a while, like I said, it'll go to kick the pump in, and then the pump will trip the breaker, and you got to go out there and deal with the red light. You just turn it off and start it back up again. It's usually fine. When you want the power plugged into the Yeti, You plug it in there, and now the camp is running on the Yeti. You turn the AC on, power, and now there's nothing turned on at this. Oh, there must be something turned on. Yeah, kitchen light comes on. Right. So turn that off. Okay, so now it's showing 9 watts, which is that, like I said, that natural running watts. We're already at 100%. Turn the light on, and there's that light bulb using, I guess, 21 watts, right? I noticed you have a light in your bedroom that if it's on, it doesn't hardly use any. So those are the kind of bulbs we're going to need to get. If we change the whole camp to this, we use less power. These LEDs. I use the Yeti for the pump. If you're using, like, you want to have a shower, you want to do the dishes, that kind of stuff, that's what I use the Yeti for. And then watching movies and stuff at night just charges it back up to full, which, like I said, is normally, I have it at 90%, so we don't kill the battery. But I'm leaving, so I thought I'd put it to 100%, and then I'll change it on my phone. The app on your phone allows you to control the Yeti. You can, so you can be like getting ready for bed, you shut out all the lights, you got the, but you want to be able to see, so you go in and you go into your room, and you just turn it off with the thing, and it all it does is it turns off the little, it just makes this go off, so you can do that remotely. And then when that's off, all the power turns off, and you can turn it back on in the middle of the night if you wanted to. So that can be controlled with the Yeti app on your phone, and it works when this button is pushed. So the pain in the ass sometimes is that button seems to kick off if no one's using it ever. But I kind of found a workaround for it, where I put my phone on create a hotspot, and then I can hook to the Yeti with the Wi-Fi, and it's like Wi-Fi connected with no connection to the Yeti. But then my hotspot seems to work my phone, and then I don't get kicked off, because if no one hooks up to the Yeti for a long period of time, it just that turns off. Okay, so USB power can be turned off, light can be turned off, and it's just ready to go. So when you come, you go, okay, so where are we? That'll probably be maybe 99%. It doesn't seem to even go down very much. I got it plugged in right now to, this is the Yeti, this is the generator. Probably when you come, you want to have it on Yeti so you can turn lights on if you need. And it's just for quick things. You don't like watch a movie. You watch a movie with it, it's done. If you vacuum, you'll kill this thing in, like, vacuum will kill it in half an hour. I like using it for the microwave, which I've now put here. You guys can move it if you like, but it's like being at home, so you can warm shit up, because that thing uses a shit ton of power, but only for a second. So that's what this thing is perfect for. This is way more powerful than our generator, by the way. It doesn't have any problems running power tools. Like, you turn on some, it's like being at home. There's no like bogged down moment waiting for it to, the blade to speed up. It just goes full speed. Good, gone. Anyway, there's the tutorial on our system, and anything you need, you just call me.